Definitely. And now we are live. We are live. All right, let's do it. GMI TV, the one and only. We're gonna make it. And I got my brother with me, the one and only DonAscended. Bro, I'll let you introduce yourself though.
Yes, sir, for
Give
sure.
a breakdown.
For sure. First of all, I appreciate the opportunity, to be present.
For
But
sure.
I'm down ascended, if you don't know, now I cover a plethora of areas, knowledge, wisdom, all of it.
Exactly.
I'm in different lanes, Just
Exactly.
tap into the convo and you'll see what's going on.
Exactly. Like he said, different areas of knowledge and wisdom. As you can tell, he is a 7 life path, born on the 25th, a 7 day, which means he's going to be tapped into knowledge, wisdom. You feel me? He's going to be tapped into all intellectual fields. You feel me? So that just gave you a quick gist. So fam, where you on? Where you from? Where you at right now with it as well?
All right. I'm originally from Virginia. Right now I'm in Charlotte with it. I've been in Charlotte for about half my life, This is my second home. So
All
I
right.
still claim it.
All right. What's the vibe like in Charlotte?
It's smooth for real. It's a lot of development going on. A lot of people moving down here from up north. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of different people. It's really like a melting pot down here for us, like all walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Would
Everybody's
you
down
say it's
here.
would you say it's a lot of opportunities currently in Charlotte?
For sure. There's plenty of opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, we'll definitely come back to that in the future. So
Uh,
growing up, you said you originally grew up in Virginia.
well, half and half, like I moved down here with my fam. You know what I'm saying? My pops was in the Navy, so we was moving through Virginia here. You know what I'm saying? Both my brothers were born in Virginia. I was born down here though, you know.
Uh, so growing up with the parent that's in the army, was it a different type of structure applied to your life, or was it natural or similar to everyone else? How was that?
Word. Yeah, so my pops was in the Navy, so like if like sometimes they could get strict, you know what I'm saying? Or like we had to develop manners early, like
Mm,
we had to be on point and just be like alert and just be militant, like with how we moved and stuff like that. Like even like we get in trouble sometimes, like sometimes that punishment was harsher than maybe like a regular parent.
exactly. But would you say those lessons benefited you more in life?
For sure.
Most definitely. So currently, right now, I know you said there's a lot of opportunities in Charlotte. What kind of things do you have your fingers in these days?
Word. So right now, I do IT on the side, and I'm also an entrepreneur. So I have a financial platform as well as a rental car business that's developing.
Most definitely. And you young too as well. What's your how old you found at the time?
I'm, I'm 23.
23, exactly. So you're a young man and you already got it sounds like you got two businesses already, and then you also work a 9 to 5.
Yes, sir. And I'm into crypto.
Is that and you in the crypto, exactly. So we ain't gonna lie, that's we could go many different ways because
For
the
sure.
IT, even though that is a 9 to 5, which a lot of people are talking down on these days, that IT is very in demand and that's very prominent in today's climate, the economic structure. Give me a little rundown on the day to day in the IT field. What is it like?
Word. So really with IT, it involves like infrastructure of companies, like security, architecture, all type of stuff. So really it's so many ways you can go about it. Like you have like the cybersecurity people, you have the networking people, you have the people that's troubleshooting problems, like you have help desk, you have a whole bunch of different lanes. And this technology is continuing to grow. And Charlotte is becoming one of the banking hubs. So IT is like a massive opportunity, and it's also helping on the back end because it's like, all right, you doing IT, you learning how technology moves and learning the ins and outs of it so that you can apply that to different areas if you need to.
Most definitely. So I had written down a question I was going to ask you is if you had to clear your slate right now, and for somebody that doesn't have any hustles at the moment, what would be one thing that you would suggest them to get started in today's climate?
Where so first, I truthfully tell somebody to like find something that they want to do first, because when it comes down to investing and hustling, sometimes you have to find your passion. You know what I'm saying? They say find your passion. Like, what do you like to do? Because it's gonna be easy to make money off of that. Like, I like to do IT, I like crypto, I like money, so it's easy for me to navigate in those lanes. So I first tell them, like, sit down, like, what do you like to do? But if they just trying to hustle and they trying to find like the next wave, I definitely tell them to tap into AI and the crypto for sure.
All right. So the crypto aspect, we see it's a lot of buzz going on with crypto. I see XRP, they won a case, right?
Right.
Do you have any knowledge about how that affect the crypto world at all?
Right. So essentially what happened was XRP won the case as not being deemed as a security. A security is an asset that can be regulated by the U.S. government. So the fact that XRP won this case, it gives a nice little entrance into other cryptos not being deemed as a security. So that means the SEC and the government won't be able to regulate it. So that's going to allow more people to get their hands in on these assets and not have to answer to no middleman or no centralized authority saying what they can and can't do with their money or their assets.
So basically, XRP winning was a bonus for the crypto world.
Yes, I say it was a win. It's still a long-term game, but it was a minor win for sure in the series.
Definitely. So what's 3 cryptos you think everyone should have their eyes on at the moment?
Word. So I'm gonna first start off with Bitcoin because Bitcoin is
The biggest.
the digital, you know what I'm saying? Without Bitcoin, none of this would be here. Bitcoin is the
Really?
digital gold. Yeah,
Really?
everything is built on
You
top of
said the crypto
Bitcoin.
gold. The crypto gold.
Yeah, this is crypto gold. Like, you know how we got the physical gold. Bitcoin is the digital gold. It's the
Wow.
gold standard because it's a currency
How
that
they
can be
got
traded. And the next crypto I would go with would be Ethereum for sure. Because Ethereum, all right, so let's say Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like the gold, right? Which can be a currency that's exchanged. Ethereum is the platform where the currency is actually being built upon. So this is where like the cities and the blockchains are being built on, which is going to open up the alley to new financial apps. So you know how you got like the Bank of America, the Chase, the stocks, or whatever. Ethereum is the means to which we can invest in new financial apps and invest in new cryptocurrencies and explore a whole new world of investing.
That is crazy. So the reason I jumped up is because you said that the Ethereum it gives the room for another crypto. Explain that again. Explain it how you explain the initial points of the Ethereum.
For sure.
It's the reason
So
why.
Ethereum is built upon the Bitcoin, which is the tender, which is the currency. So Ethereum is the gateway into blockchains, which is different cities and new opportunities as far as financial apps and buying different currencies and earning on top of assets and just exploring the whole, like, it's basically the future of financial applications.
Wow. Okay. So the reason I jumped up is because it's been going over my head the whole time that the prefix for Ethereum is ether. So the way you described its function initially sounded like the exact way you described the function of ether.
Right.
So
and that's exactly what it is.
that's insane. So we have Bitcoin as the crypto gold, and we have Ethereum as the crypto ether.
Yes.
So it's crazy because we were going to get into metaphysics as well, but so this is basically crypto physics.
Yeah, this is crypto physics. Crypto is metaphysical because what it is it's a currency that is being created from energy.
Wow.
And energy is currency. Currency is a current. So people are mining Bitcoin from volcanoes because it's energy.
People are mining Bitcoin from volcanoes.
From volcanoes, from wind.
How is somebody mining a digital currency from a physical volcano? You got to explain that.
The same way that they produce electricity from the wind turbines. So you know how they say wind, they got the wind turbines that's helping create electricity, that force, that static. That same thing is being transmuted into mining digital currencies.
Wow.
It's fine.
So what country is this taking place in?
South America. So like Venezuela, anywhere in South America, I believe Ecuador as well. Like they are big on the crypto because that's a chance for them to like really develop their countries and put South America on the map. So they taking advantage of this crypto to really make a play, make some shake out here.
And it's probably also because they saw the effects that whatever construct that Venezuela had took on, and they saw the effects that it had on them. I know that you probably know the dollar doesn't mean anything in Venezuela anymore. I've seen pictures of their streets full of paper money. You know what I'm saying? So they probably are taking heed to what happened to their sister country. I know Venezuela is somewhere near them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And are probably trying to find a different route.
Right. And that's really why a lot of different countries are big on the crypto. Like it's ironic how the US is kind of funny about crypto, but all the other countries are pretty much ready to adopt it because they understand that the paper doesn't hold any value and their currency isn't as powerful as a dollar. So they're trying to stop using the dollar because think about it. If nobody's using it, then it loses more value. It's only valuable because it's being exchanged at these crazy rates and it's worth more in different countries. But once people stop using it in different countries, it's not going to be worth the same. So now they have their own tender that they can go by, which is going to be the crypto, the Bitcoin, and if they make their own currencies, and they're going to go by that, or whether it's like a gold-backed dollar or anything, but they're trying to stray away from the US dollar.
Yeah, and what stood out to me is you said that that America is not trying to switch over to the Bitcoin as swiftly or as quickly as the other countries, correct?
Right. They're trying to find a way to regulate it and like get their hands all in it so that they can limit what we could do with it.
Facts. And that makes sense. And the reason is probably because their hands are so tied in. They have so many connections to the oil money and the fossil fuel money, which is powering the countries now. You feel me? The current currency is being built off of the oil money from the 80s, the 90s, excuse me, the 1900s, the 1800s. And that's what's currently keeping the country still afloat. You move that, you trade it to a digital currency that we don't have the power of, America loses all its power.
Right. And it's also, they are creating a lot of money from consumer debt. So when we go into debt, print more money, which helps fill up those reserves and keep the print cycle going. Because the more debt we accrue, the more money that just magically appears out of thin air, because that's how they create their currency anyway. The Federal Reserve note is basically a piece of paper, but us as human capital, we give it its value. So now that it's valuable and we're taking out loans and taking out car payments, or let's say car loans, house loans, mortgages, that loan is basically creating that money, because by entering into that loan, it's saying that this is already paid for. So the US government basically already paid for it, but now we're the collateral. Now we have to pay down on the car or pay down on the house. And that's creating money out of thin air, because think about it, the loan was there. The money was already there. You was given the loan for however much it was. Yeah. And the crazy part is with crypto, we could do the same thing. So like, that's why I think it's really a huge play for the ones that's tapping in.
That's crazy. So basically we're giving the dead money its current, which is turning it into a currency.
Right.
Insane. I was going over it later. I was going over it earlier about how the fact that we're on maritime law and the bank, the seas and the rivers, they make deposits upon the land. You know what I'm saying? We have a river bank. We have a currency. I mean, we're literally mirroring the law of the sea on land. And that's not how it should be.
Right.
That's not how it should be.
All
right. So let's shift gears a little bit. You said that crypto is metaphysical.
Right.
So do you think that's what draws you into it so much? You think that's what intrigues your mind so much, because you are also interested in the metaphysics? And that's where I more so met you along the lines of beginning our Israelite journey, which has now turned into a metaphysical journey that we can't even fathom. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So talk about the connection between crypto and the metaphysical realm a little bit.
Well, okay. So, like we were saying earlier, cryptocurrency. When you look at the word currency, when you look at the word crypto, the first four letters is cryptic. Cryptic is used as cryptic messages, which is
Yeah.
sometimes a certain dialect that only the enlightened ones may know. When you speak in
Mm-hmm.
cryptic codes, only the ones that know the codes can decipher those codes. The
Fact.
currency, we got the current and the sea. Like you said earlier, maritime law, currency, that's an energy, and that sea is something that flows. So that regards to streams of income or different seas, which is the river banks, which is the banks,
Fact.
and different financial applications that could be built upon that. So the people, when you think about crypto metaphysically, as above, so below, right? So we have Ethereum, Ether. You know what I'm saying? We're melanated beings. We are etheric beings. So
Fact.
we're even more powerful over this because we are made of ether and we have Ethereum. So it's going to be easier for us to make shit shake and navigate this space if we really take the time to tap into it. And I could go on and on. Like there's so many blockchains and different platforms that's metaphysical. Like they have platforms like Hermes Protocol or Luna Terra, like Luna, which is the moon. It's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of different applications that speak on like the stars and different symbology, like pyramids, all type of stuff. Ramses Exchange, Velodrome Finance, and basically all of these platforms are so metaphysical because you look at the name, you're like, wait, like this has a deeper meaning. Like you can see the symbology of it. So that's what's making me like really intrigued because I'm really trying to crack the different codes and figure out, okay, how can I get in front of this new financial wave and become a master of it so that I can spread this knowledge and awareness to the people so that we all can get right and get ahead of this and be financially free in the end and take our power,
Fact.
take our current back, take our currency back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts. Take our energy back. That's claiming your power back, claiming all power back, not letting anybody else leech off of it. You feel me? Because that's what we have in Congress or in the government. A bunch of leeches, a bunch of ticks who aren't creating any businesses or any currencies of their own. They're just sucking the blood of others who are producing their own energy. You feel me? Just
what's up?
leeching off of the others. But yeah, basically, so what really struck out to me that you just said when you broke down Ethereum is that basically what you're saying as melanated beings that we should basically just stock up on Ethereum right now.
Yes. And not
Wow.
even just stock up on it. I think we should understand it. So we should understand the blockchain and how blockchain works. So for a quick breakdown, the blockchain, different blockchains are like cities, and we have bridges, which is like an interstate to a city to another city. So you can access different blockchains, and that's basically like being in one city, taking a bridge to get to another city. And this city might have a different type of infrastructure where we could tap into different finances or different financial plays. And this city might have certain financial plays that we could take advantage of. But basically, the blockchains are like the internet, which is like a web of different networks that you can make money on or run it up or do other things. Like it doesn't even have to be financial. Like they have different plays that you can run, which is like digital tokens. Like you could create art, you could sell art, you could take loans against art. You could just create a digital identity where you can like navigate different plays and different areas within the space and all type of things for real.
Wow. Wow. So you definitely, based on your current analysis, you would say blockchain and crypto, that is most definitely the future.
It is the future. And DeFi is the decentralized finance. So that's like the removal of a middleman and a centralized authority for us to be able to interact permissionless.
Wow. Okay. So first I just want to say you blow me away every time you speak, fam. You are
So,
showing what a seven life path sounds like, what someone born on a 7 day embodies. You feel me? Through and through. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
No problem, son. No problem. Um, wow. So, okay. So I mentioned earlier, we met during the beginning stages of our Israelite phase. Okay. A lot of people I'm sure are familiar with the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? Starting, as many would think, upstate New York, where a lot of the conscious community birthed out of. So I want to ask you, what is your perspective on the current state of the Israelite nation?
Where so I believe the current state could be in a better condition. From what I've seen and my perspective, it's a lot of controversy and division and arguments and things like that. Whereas, like, if you're really a nation or a state, we have to come together on some type of common ground and build. So the fact that it's a lot of this division and discord is showing me that the Israelites are not really as powerful as they could be if they all come together on some type of common ground. Everybody don't have to believe like what somebody else may think or somebody else's doctrine, but it's key to find that common ground where, okay, we both believe in this. How can we build upon that? And that's helping, like, that's what that cornerstone is of a building. Like, where can we both meet at a certain point, which can help us build on top of that and become stronger as a nation? Because everybody not always going to agree 100% with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is controversial nowadays.
Oh,
It's like, how can we build strength in numbers and just whatever we don't agree with, we could round about that later and we could build on that and figure out what we are not agreeing on and just see the middle point of all of that.
fact. Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. And that's why I think kind of led me to look at things in a broader perspective, because when you view the Israelite community being inside of it, not from the outside, you experience every aspect of what you just laid out. So much division. You leave from the Christian community thinking you found a home where everyone is like-minded. And truth be told, it couldn't be further from that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unfortunately, you do have a couple of good camps, I would say, but you don't have enough. Excuse me, you don't have enough togetherness, enough coming together, enough sitting
Enough
together
unity.
with brothers. Yes, enough unity. Period. You have just as many Israelite camps as you have Christian.
Like the
I can't say it.
denominations.
Yeah, excuse me, Christian denominations. There's no different. You have many Israelite camps from state to state. You feel me?
For sure.
City to city, but none of them are coming together. They all have different doctrines. They all view the scriptures differently.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm at the same place as you. Where can we bring the peace together, bring the unity back? You know what I'm saying? I haven't given up on the community, but I think we have to view things from a higher perspective. We have to do things differently, or we're going to end up the same way as the people that we're criticizing.
Right. That's true.
You feel
It's
me?
major.
So yeah, you feel me? So yeah, so I want to this definitely won't be our last interview, as you know, but I want to touch on the metaphysics just a little bit more. Currently, what is capturing your attention? What are you diving deep into these days? And, excuse me, concerning the metaphysical realm.
Word. So lately I've just been more so captivated and studying the as above, so below, and sovereignty. Sovereignty been huge for me. Like, understand the laws down here and how they reflect the laws above, like the cosmic laws and the hierarchical laws, and how does the laws down here, how do they entrap us in a certain system where we feel kind of entrapped or below the law, when really we're above the law down here. So I've just been spending more time trying to learn law, like as a whole, whether it's maritime, whether it's common law, credit law, consumer law, public law, private law, and just diving into more of those. I pretty much just started the law journey, but I've always been like captivated by, all right, how can we become master of the laws down here? Because if it's as above, so below, if we can master the law down here, then we're definitely aligned and in tune with the laws up there. We can be able to navigate even better and know how we navigate in our ships.
Fact. I'm glad you said that, our ship. And I think one of the first things that would help us do that is, one, understanding the laws of the universe. Okay, we're briefly taught about the laws of the land in school, but we have to know about the laws of the universe in which we are operating in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all hear about karma, but we have to learn about the law of vibration.
Right.
We have to learn about the law of correspondence, the
Right.
law of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on and so on. You feel me? So yeah, I briefly wanted to touch on the metaphysics, and we're gonna deep go into that in the future. But I wanted to I think I about wanted to wrap this up. We touched on a lot of topics, and you dropped a lot of gems, fam. I am most definitely appreciative.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say to the people before we slide out?
Shoot, just keep going. You know, just trust your process, trust your journey, find yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest advice I can give to anybody. Really, just find yourself. Like, find yourself, like your EL. You know what I'm saying? Find the God within you. And just from there, you know what I'm saying, your journey awaits.
Fact. And you want to drop your socials, fam? Where the people can contact you at?
For sure. Y'all can follow me on DonAscended on Instagram. Also Don.600. And you can tap into the economic platform I have, Street Economics _. So Street Economics and the underscore at the end.
Fact. All right, fam. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Very informal interview. Y'all show me some love. We'll be back next time. GMI, we signing out. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.